Hi, welcome back to another video. Intermittent fasting is a type of time-restricted diet in which you leave a long gap between your last meal of one day and the first meal of the next, compressing your meals into a shorter period during the day. Typically, you try to leave a gap of 16 hours without food and eat during an 8-hour window. And one of the benefits of intermittent fasting is cellular autophagy, that is your cell's natural recycling and repair mechanism. But the question is, how long do you have to fast to trigger this? Let's try to answer this question in this video. While autophagy occurs naturally at low levels, it can be amplified through fasting. So watch till the end of this video and let's explore this question. How long do you need to fast to trigger autophagy, which is key to harnessing its benefit for weight management, longevity, and cellular health? But before we dive into all this, please do me a small favor by hitting the like button, subscribe and sharing your thoughts or feedbacks in the comments below. And just before I show you, I need to make you aware the information provided in this video is generalized and may not be suitable for you, so please seek further advice from your healthcare provider. First, what is autophagy and why is it important? Well, don't worry, it doesn't mean your body starts destroying itself. Instead, autophagy is a process where your cells digest and remove dysfunctional components to maintain cellular efficiency. It is like having a microscopic cleanup crew that constantly removes damaged proteins, worn-out organelles, and cellular debris, keeping your body healthy at the most fundamental level. So when autophagy works well, it will remove damaged protein and cause weight loss. It will reduce cellular stress and inflammation. It supports metabolic health, enhance brain and immune function, and protects against disease and aging. So, autophagy is linked to longevity, brain health, fat metabolism, and disease prevention. By activating this process, your body can clear cellular clutter, optimize energy use, and repair damaged tissues. Now, we need to consider how fasting triggers autophagy. You see, autophagy is triggered primarily by cellular stress, particularly nutrient scarcity. When you eat, insulin levels rise, glucose is used for energy, and your cells prioritize storage and growth. So when you fast, insulin drops, glycogen stores are depleted, ketone production begins, and cells start recycling old or damaged components. So fasting essentially signals your body to shift from growth to repair mode, promoting autophagy. Let's now consider the autophagy timeline. Well, the onset of autophagy varies depending on age, metabolism, diet, and lifestyle. The general pattern are well documented, and most experts agree that autophagy begins around 12 to 16 hours of fasting, becomes more pronounced at 18 to 24 hours, and peaks with extended fast over 36 hours. Now let's consider the factors that influence autophagy onset. Well, the speed and intensity of autophagy are influenced by metabolic rate. Faster metabolism depletes fat loss, triggering autophagy earlier. Diet composition. High-carb meals delay ketosis and autophagy. Low-carb or ketogenic diets accelerate it. Exercise. Physical activity speeds glycogen depletion and encourages cellular recycling. Age. Older adults may require longer fasting periods to achieve the same autophagic effects. And fasting experience, regular intermittent faster tends to enter autophagy faster than beginners. Hormonal balance, insulin resistance, or hormonal imbalances can delay autophagy onset. These factors mean the exact fasting duration for autophagy is highly individualized. And there are many ways you can fast to stimulate autophagy. First, intermittent fasting, like the very popular 16-8 that I practice routinely. So you eat during the 8 to 6 hours window and fast for the remaining hours. This triggers moderate cellular cleanup without extreme stress. And you can also consume one meal per day and fast for 23 hours. It creates a stronger than the 16-18 hour fast and promote deeper cellular repair. You can even skip meals for 1 to 2 full days, which produces significant autophagy, ketone production rises, and cellular recycling is enhanced. An extended fast for over 2 days produces peak autophagy. But this should only be done under medical supervision due to the risk of nutrient deficiencies, electrolyte imbalance, and stress on the body. The question is, how do we know we're entering autophagy? Obviously, autophagy itself cannot be seen, but the body gives clues, such as reduced hunger after initial adaptation, increased mental clarity, steady energy levels, enhanced fat burning, mild fatigue or lightheadedness during the early stages, and ketosis measured via blood or urine strips. You see, autophagy can be increased by creating mild, temporary stress on the body that signals cells to clean and recycle themselves. Intermittent fasting is one of the most effective methods, as reduced nutrients intakes activate cellular repair pathways. Certain compounds like caffeine, green tea, and polyphenols may promote it as well. Avoid constant snacking, and excess sugar helps to maintain autophagic activity. While fasting is the most effective autophagic trigger, other lifestyle factors can support or enhance the process, like exercise, high intensity and resistance training accelerate cellular repair. Low carb or ketogenic diets promote early ketosis and metabolic shifts conducive to autophagy. Cold showers or cryotherapy activate autophagic pathways. Heat stresses. Sauna stimulates heat shock proteins, supporting cellular cleanup. Good sleep. Proper sleep balances hormones, supporting efficient autophagy. Now let's talk about the food and drinks that don't break autophagy. Water, which is essential for hydration and cellular processes. Black coffee may enhance autophagy while keeping calories intake at zero. Unsweetened herbal tea, hydrate without breaking the fast. And avoid sugar, milk, cream or beverages with calories, as they raise insulin and halt autophagic activity. Autophagy through fasting is generally safe for healthy adults, but carries risk for certain populations. And who should be cautious? Like pregnant or breastfeeding women, people with diabetes, individuals with eating disorders, elderly or frail individuals, or people with chronic medical conditions. So, autophagy is your body's built-in maintenance system, clearing damaged components, enhancing metabolism, and promoting cellular health. Fasting is a natural and potent way to trigger this process, but it must be approached thoughtfully and safely. For most people, daily intermittent fasting for 16 to 18 hours is sufficient to stimulate meaningful autophagy. Longer fasts can amplify benefits, but carry higher risks and require professional guidance. By combining fasting with hydration, exercise, good sleep, and a nutrient-dense diet, you can optimize your body's natural repair mechanisms and support long-term health at the cellular level. I hope you find the information provided in this video insightful and useful. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next week, take care. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please leave your comments below and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future weekly video release. Please also subscribe to this channel. This is free of charge, but will help the channel to grow. If you're interested in improving your health and fitness or losing weight, if you suffer from or wish to prevent back pain, please take a look at my book, which is now available from Amazon worldwide. Thank you.